Another staple in the church world besides piano is the Hammond organ. And where would the church be without an organ, right? And so we've had a lot of requests for organ lessons. We want organ lessons. We want organ lessons. So apparently a lot of you still have access to a Hammond organ. And if you don't, then certainly you would like to add one to your repertoire. And Hammond organ come in several different shapes and sizes. They have the A series, the B series, the C series. Most often in churches you'll have the B3 and the C3. And the difference between the B3 and the C3 is the cabinet. The sounds are pretty much the same. The B3, the bench, is not built into the cabinet. The C3, the bench, is attached firmly to this little thing that comes out to hold the pedals. So that's pretty much the only difference. The C3 is more of a booger bear to move around, while the B3 is a little bit more portable, as it were. Okay. The A series, like the A100s and stuff, were meant to be house organs, and they have a speaker built into them. And sometimes the A series will not have all the features that the B series and the C series have. So let's talk about the Hammond organ. We're going to do a series of lessons here on B-Sharp Tricks. And to begin with, we want to just kind of introduce you to the organ. And we're going to assume that you've gone through the series or are going through the series at B-Sharp Tricks for piano, because the organ obviously has black and white keys just like a piano, and a C is still a C, an F is still a F, and an F minor is still a F minor, still flat the third. All of those rules apply. It's just the instrument itself is a little bit different, and so you have to take a different approach to the same chords. So we're going to assume that you've been through the series at bsharptricks.com and the piano, or you're going through them as far as theory. And we're going to talk in our lessons more about, rather than recreating the series, more about how do you take that knowledge that you have theoretically on the piano and how do you apply it to the organ, because the organ is a little different creature, okay? Now, we don't have a Hammond B3 or C3 here in the studio. We have a Korg CX3, I think this is, and this is a faithful electronic reproduction of the Hammond B3. So this has all the bells and whistles. If you have a real Hammond B3 or C3, it's going to depend on the year of make and model, whether or not it has all the percussion options or all the vibrato options. Some models throughout the years had more and had less. This has basically everything that's available on any organ, so your mileage may vary in your particular organ. And we're going to take this one and use this, but this is a very faithful production. The keys are the waterfall keys. It has the drawbars just like that. It actually has a built-in Leslie model, and we're going to use this to teach you what should be able to translate to a real B3 or C3. If you do not have a real B3 or C3 and you don't want to get into that world because they're quite expensive, this is a great option. I think Roland has an option as well with drawbars. Of course, the Nord series has one with electronic drawbars, even though they're not like the old real drawbars. And so a lot of these concepts will apply the same way. And even if you're using something that doesn't actually emulate perfectly the Hammond organ like this one does, understanding what they're trying to do, understanding what they're trying to copy will help you be able to understand your instrument. Even if you're using just a keyboard, Yamaha keyboard with an organ setting that says full bars or says 888, 0000000, like, what's that, okay? Just understanding understanding what everything does on a Hammond organ is going to help you understand your software and what it's trying to emulate, because it's copying this. And so hopefully there'll be some light bulbs come on. And so we're going to dive into organ lessons on bsharptricks.com. We hope you enjoyed this, and we're going to have a lot of fun playing the organ, and we'll have a lot of fun with it. Here we go, organ lessons.